and to, is that the imprecision you saw, or did you see something else?
Yes, that was that. Sometimes you're too low, sometimes you're too high. Just
Yeah.
try to find
Yeah.
a proper angle.
Yeah, it was very. It seemed like a very narrow. That
Yeah.
that was right.
Set up and everything was, I think, correctly. Maybe you can still close more the sheet in some situation, especially if you have a path and you are hiking. And sometimes the boat is not flat, but to heel now, for example. You don't need it to stay so heel and with the sheet so close, but just use the sheets on the wave, close
Use the sail, give some pressure, veer away, don't point.
because in the end
Trim a bit the bank.
you point. In the end, if you are so heel,
It takes you to the point.
yes.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I was trying to figure out how far off the wind to be. Yeah, it was harder to figure that out. But yeah, working more from the sheet, that seems to be the right
Yes.
answer. Yeah.
Yes. Also, during text, you need to ease more sheets when you pass.
Yeah, I started
Sometimes.
trying to do that, and then which I had never done that, and that was interesting, but of course I got a bunch of them wrong. So what I was doing was so first I did do the ease going in, so I think probably most of my texts were flat, and then I would trim just for whatever was
Yeah.
left to push the bow across. And then then this ease was a very unnatural thing. I had to figure out like how much, or like even how would I be set up to then ease, like because I'm like easing,
Yes.
then trimming. So it's I don't know how I did it, but
Press.
did you see too much slack out of the tack? Too much ease or
No. In the
Okay.
end of attack, no. Maybe you need to ease just a bit more when you are in the middle to pass.
ease for the flatness, you mean? Or
Not for just to pass, because if you ease, then you can pull and give a pump. Yeah, when you have to pass under the boom, you ease a bit.
Yeah.
So after that, when you jump to the other side, you can trim
Yes.
and give a pump. Okay.
Yeah.
If
That's
you
what I was
do
trying to
everything
understand. Yeah.
close, you
Yeah,
don't have.
I don't get the
you don't
the
have-
trim
yeah.
at after the tack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also here.
Press the boat. Squeeze.
Okay, better.
Don't go down.
Stay in that position for a while.
Yeah. But I probably
Use
saw
the sheet and veer away.
Okay.
Too much. Trim the sail. Squeeze. Ease the sheet a bit. Too much.
Oh my God, so micromanaged.
Veer away.
Yeah, I felt
You have to start to be more sensible and use sensitive and be more precise to ease, to steer and everything. So you don't need to ease a lot, but maybe 1 centimeter is enough. Okay. Also with a wang, you don't need to trim all the wang in one time, okay?
Yeah, I think the waves today made it feel like. No, yeah, you're probably right, but like it felt like all of a sudden I'm much higher than I wanted to be, and then that maybe why there would be too much adjustment that way, or all of a sudden it feels like I need to head up for some reason a lot. Yeah, that kept happening today.
Squeeze!
Okay, every time that you squeeze
Squeeze!
the
Good!
boat and the boat
And
is
down!
flat, you accelerate.
Yeah.
Then you have enough speed to heading up. Your boat is still fast. Now it's dock a bit, but just ease the sail, veer away a bit, and then okay, tuck now. Don't go immediately inside.
More aggressive!
Aggressive.
In the first part here.
Oh, to bring. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I noticed that. You pointed it out.
Here.
Yeah.
You didn't do
I didn't do enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. and then-
More
nothing.
aggressive!
Yeah.
Pull! Look at Teltes now! Teltes!
Okay. You didn't pull the boat,
Yeah. Understood.
so
Yeah.
Pull!
then you didn't ease at all the shit.
Yeah.
You are not so trim, or neither in downwind, in upwind. Sorry. In upwind you are more ease than this.
Yes.
So ease the shit.
Look at Teltes now!
And then-
Teltes!
Look the teltes. Look this teltes.
Yeah,
Look
but I
at
mean, the only way that Telltale could come out correctly if I get the exit angle, the exit heading correct, right? So another thing that was happening okay, so I agree. So like, there was more roll coming into it that was necessary, and then the right amount of ease, because yeah. So what I was doing at this point was the old trim in coming into the attack, and there was not really easing. So that makes sense. And then by coming out, I was trying to do, I'm not sure here, but what I was trying to do was, quickly trim, right, bring the boom in. And what I was noticing is like, in the first, I start pulling in, and it seems like the tails are okay, but by the time I go all the way down, all the way.
Yeah, you have to follow with
fast-
the rudder,
yeah,
of course.
exactly. I realized I had to follow much faster with the rudder, and then I was prepared to do.
Okay.
So I think good on the trim on the outside, but not on the rudder. Yeah.
Pull the boat! Okay.
Yeah, the exit was good, but you can pull more boat
Yes.
and get more speed.
Yeah, for some reason, like if the water had been flatter, I would have been more in a roll
Yeah.
attack mode. For some reason, in these waves, I was not thinking.
Okay, this is okay.
But I should be doing that based on the wind, not the waves, right?
What?
The roll tacking,
Yeah.
how much roll tacking there is. Isn't that mainly a function of how much wind there is?
I think 10 knots maximum.
Yeah. What I mean is like, if it's more or less flat, the waves,
Yeah.
then that's not the point, right? Like what matters is
If
like,
is wavy, you should use the roll tack
even more
even more. Yes.
because you need more.
Because you stopped easily,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
if you know that maybe if you tack, you can gain speed. You can see a train of wave and say, okay, now I can tack, and then I
that
can
clarifies. For some reason, my brain was not immediately going into roll tacking mode for some reason because of the waves. But you're right. I need even more.
Yeah. This one?
I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't remember. This one, I think. No. Okay.
Much better.
Yeah, the movement was better. Oh, obviously the tack no, but
Much better.
compared to the first that you didn't use the sheet, it was better, okay? And especially because here you are doing one movement, not one, then another little one, and then another little one.
Yeah.
The movement is more fluent. Fluid,
No.
but it's fluently. When
Yeah.
you...
So the movement itself
okay.
is more fluid,
Okay.
but maybe the person doing it is more fluent.
Okay.
Pull the boat.
I missed it completely here.
Pull.
I just didn't understand what you were saying, but we'll get to it later.
Today the key was pull.
Yes. Yeah, maybe we should stop the action more frequently because I think I realize the chords are falling at this point.
What?
Maybe we should stop the like when we're doing these long upwinds.
Yeah.
Maybe stop the action and talk more frequently because maybe I'm hearing you, but I'm not necessarily sure what you mean.
Yeah, I know. If you don't understand, just ask
Yeah,
me because
okay.
I don't know if you understand, if you heard.
Yeah.
I see you doing like this, and sometimes you say, okay, he understands. So
Okay, yeah. Sometimes but obviously I'm not
You're not.
nearly doing a pool the way I could have. Right, not nearly.
no, but upwind was good. This upwind, it's good. Today it was only tacking, but the problem was only the
Don't wait.
yeah.
Trim. Okay. Go the other side. There is more wind.
Yeah, more wind, so in the end you finish good.
Yeah, and here now I'm doing the ease out of the tack, and I'll show show you what I noticed.
Trim. Okay.
This. The boom on the water.
Yeah, but it's not bad. It's better than before.
Side.
Also,
There is more
if you
wind.
use so much, it's not bad, but trim immediately.
Turtles!
You see it so immediately.
Yes.
My brain
I
is
can
still
see
processing
that
it.
the angle is from so far.
I can see that the angle is wrong from so far.
Yeah, I know. You can see it. It's so clear to you.
Look the mark! Look the mark!
You can say it faster than I can think it.
Yeah,
Seriously.
when you are approaching to the mark, don't stop to look at the mark, okay?
Okay.
You have to look mark, and then now we are on board, so you have to look if someone is coming on starboard. You can use the Cunningham before.
Look the wind indicator!
And then immediately look the wind indicator and go down. Not high, not leeward too much.
Yeah, yeah.
Just-
So the priority is the angle.
Yes.
Let me think why that happened. Yeah, I think it's just my old habit. I was studying on the text to create the habit of not arranging my sheet until everything has settled. And it was taking maybe 2 or 3 waves
Okay.
to I was making myself like hike, set the telltales,
Okay.
steer, get in the rhythm of the wave, only then arrange the sheet for the next tack. And here, I think that's kind of an old habit as well that I need to work out, remove, which is, it should be like just the angle. Like the same thing as out of a jibe, right? Out of a jibe, there's no reason to switch the tiller. Like in
Yeah.
fact, the reason is, the better reasoning is to not switch it until it's all settled.
Yes.
And the same thing here. It's like, find the right direction. Then the rest.
Yeah. A bit slow, but in the end it was good in the end.
In the end, I had to trim twice as fast and steer half as much.
Yes.
And even that was not enough. Like what really like there were a few things.
Use more bang!
And maybe the first one was really like the press is like a press and hold pressed. That was yes.
Yes.
So it's not like I press and I trim and I sit back.
Yeah.
No, it's like it's like a hold pressed.
Yes.
Okay, then everything becomes easy.
Okay.
Yeah. Because otherwise the boat is fighting.
Of course.
And then everything takes twice as long in terms of like
Yeah.
getting enough pressure built.
I think that with this lack of wind, because here the wind was decreased, it was better to jibe from the back.
Yeah, the only reason why I didn't start from the back was because maybe 2 days ago you had suggested that I
Yes,
do it from the
but
block.
today the waves are smaller
Mm.
and the wind is less.
Way smaller, wind less. Okay. So what? Let's see. So the issue was with the bigger waves.
Yes, you can
is-
use that jibe, sorry, if you are sure that you need that tack to surf one wave with a final pump. If so, the sail for sure is laughing, but you are accelerating, going straight. The sail is with no power, but you are accelerating so much, then you don't need to be to pay attention to the direction and everything. But if you are not sure that you can surf a wave, use the other one that you can be more precise
The other one being
from the back.
okay. Okay, so
If it's 2 knots more, it's for sure easy to jibe from the block.
yeah, yeah. When there's more wind than the whatever it is, the block just is enough for everything to bring it in, to have pressure, to force the pump across.
Yes.
But so is it a wind thing or is it a wave thing? So like,
Wind and wave, I think.
so was the issue? I thought for some reason I thought that from a couple of days ago, when you said don't do that, the what are we gonna call this? Like the lee to lee jibe. I thought maybe it had to do with like the waves were big enough that I could plant the
Yes.
boom. Okay. So
But today you cannot plan,
yeah.
so you don't need it. You don't need to do more street and then losing the power because you are too aggressive. Do the other one so you are not losing distance and your sail is already set when you finish.
Right. There's less to do over there when you do it from the block. So okay. So so how about this? So as the wind builds, at some point it becomes obvious to do it from the block. Until then, do it lee to lee, and then the only reason maybe to not do the lee to lee is if some reason
To
the
plan.
waves
Yes.
to plant. Planting is bad
Yes.
news. Yeah.
You need too much time to ease, so this is why.
This is the other reason to do it
Yes.
the other way, right? Is there was not enough
Yes.
pressure coming across
Exactly.
to go back to the lee.
Too much rudder.
You push down the boat too aggressive and then you turn too much look the rudder.
Too much rudder.
Yeah. Also let's see my weight
Yes, you push down the boat too
for a
aggressive
second.
Yeah.
and then
Then you use
Too much
the
rudder.
rudder to steer
yeah,
too aggressively.
yeah, and because the boat was probably back flat, I felt like I needed more rudder. But the point is, like, I need to keep the boat here. Yeah, exactly. So, like, yeah. So the boat got in the wrong heel, and that's why I used the rudder.
Much rudder.
And instead, I should have kept the press and not need the rudder. Probably at all.
So easy when you have some wind.
Okay.
Yeah, I did a couple of tweaks. So one, and also because there was wind, but like, so I'm trying to load the main. Remember yesterday we were watching one of the girl videos?
Yes.
And then we saw that she was loading the sail before.
Yes.
Yeah. And so that, now that it's loaded, one, the boat is moving, but also that happens with
Yeah, but this one was
Okay. Three more. Look at the tails.
here you are opening too much the angle.
down.
Yes.
So you said the telltales, and that I don't think I was able to follow that reasoning. I tried on the way up. We already discussed. Like, I was trying to see the telltale, and because I was overturning and under trimming, I was going too far, and I couldn't really chase the telltale because it would take a long time before the telltale was
Okay.
reasonable, and I was already too high. But so I don't know what you mean by the telltales here, because mostly I'm looking
Okay,
at
because if you look at telltales, you can avoid the laughing of a sail.
okay.
Okay.
That's from the laughing planet view.
Three more. Look at the tails.
Okay.
Three more because the
Yeah.
telltales are crazy and
okay.
your sail are laughing. So
Yeah.
trim and use the telltales to
I
understand this.
understand. Yeah. So I wasn't looking at the telltales. Maybe I should, but like I was looking more like I would usually look more like at the fiber. If it's
Yeah, but maybe if it's a small laugh, maybe telltales can say something more.
Okay, I can pay attention to that. Telltales. Okay, so I'll add to my my program looking at the telltales as well. Downwind. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
At least for the left.
No, especially when you head up. When you are sailing Beverly, you don't need it.
Okay.
When you are sailing
Okay.
higher, yes.
Head up. Now I'm with you. Okay, so like when heading up, if I'm under trimming or something like that,
yeah.
then okay, you're saying not just the left, but also the telltales. So maybe you can anticipate something there.
Yes.
Okay. I was trying to figure out how to yesterday, like in more wind, maybe it might even be easier. But like because it's like you have tension on the line, and then if you, which I don't yet, but like if you can do
Yes.
the fast hands, but here it didn't feel like the fast hands were helping me, or I
No,
did not.
no.
And as I was doing this thing where like I was taking like a lot of line and then a lot more line. I wasn't and then I figured out the leaning back so that helped, and then the starting like you said, and to start with a person.
Yeah, if you don't change the direction, you don't need to be so fast and so. Yeah. The problem here was that you are going sometimes to hike, so you need to be faster. So this is not enough for how much you are going high.
Yeah. But what about this sort of improvised way I'm trimming, right? Like
Yeah, it's enough if you sail in a reasonable
So if I
angle.
do this,
Yes, you can do that.
that should be as much up as I need to go.
Yeah, but
Could that be a way to
the
look
problem
at it?
is that someone can saw you and give you a yellow flag
Okay.
because you are too aggressive and so much big movement
Okay.
for this wind. So maybe it's better if you do 1, 2, and 1 like this.
Okay. You're saying so my body is not. Are you okay?
Yes. You do something like crack. Okay.
So you're saying so my body is not like very obviously like doing some crazy thing. Okay. So you're saying it's like a 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I feel like training tomorrow.
But the day after tomorrow is good. Tomorrow not good.
Squeeze!
Yeah, when you head up and you heel, then flat the boat.
Beat away, beat away!
This is not a secret anymore from Pablo.
What?
This dive is okay for you.
Good! Go down.
Too high. Now look what's happened.
Oh no, it was. This is okay. Yeah, I had a really horrible one. Maybe that was it. There was something else going on. I was in my head about something.
Okay, better. More.
Let me see that again.
Better, but still a bit more. Look.
Yeah.
Vesel is laughing just a bit. It's
It
okay.
is.
One more trim.
Yeah. Yeah. So the trimming still needs help, no doubt, and then we'll do the 1, 2, 3, and looking at the heel. You know, like.
Okay, better. More.
Yeah.
More. Don't go so high.
And now enough press.
What do you mean by more if it's not higher? It's faster?
More shit.
More shit.
You needed to trim more shit. Okay, better. Try again.
Okay.
Better, but just a little bit more.
Yeah. The keeping the press on changed everything for me because now I feel like I can then work on the trim. Before it was just very confusing.
Okay.
Okay.
Too much. Don't use so much, brother. You turn too fast.
It's interesting. Yeah, one of the weird things that about the laser that I find is, well, of course, the whole heel. You know, no chimes, and so then you do these things, and also like the it seems like the up and downs are asymmetrical.
Yeah. Okay, now it's okay. Smaller S.
You turn too fast.
So it's just develop pressure, get some acceleration, and just work it down.
Easy.
And the develop pressure is really largely the trim. And the acceleration is just made possible by enough press, holding press.
Yes.
And if we go too far up, we're just going away from the rum line.
Ok. Again. Too fast with the rudder. Close the sheet.
This side was nice because you have waves that was helping
Very
you.
nice. Very nice.
This. Here you are attacking.
Hike.
Hike. Okay.
Tailtails. Get up.
Okay, both flat.
This is reaching back in now.
No. It's the last video.
Yeah, here it feels a lot more smooth.
Okay. Flat.
Tailtails.
So, telltales, lure telltale. So today the learning is to, upon that information that the telltale sense there's something going on, then it's possibly ease, or for sure ease maybe, and possibly head up,
Okay.
and possibly both.
Yes. If you head up, then you have to trim.
Yeah, so I head up and then I ease.
Okay.
Yeah. But what I mean is in that moment,
Yeah, you can choose
do I
to
distinguish-
ease and accelerate or just adjust with a rudder.
I remember I was trying to figure this out as I was sailing. It's like, and this is what I was something like what I was thinking in the moment is like, how do I know I have to head up? That's what I was trying to figure out. So I was saying no longer heading up when I got that signal. I was easing. But then, okay, so, but sometimes I need to head up. How do I know I need to head up? And in the moment, what it seemed to me is that if I had to ease too much, like if my blocks all of a sudden,
Yeah, you can head up with a rudder.
then that's why I would head up.
Yeah.
That's because I don't want to over ease. But so like, but really the meaning of the telltale is first foremost just ease. That
Yes.
and only to the extent that the ease would be too big, then it's a head up.
No, it's too much.
Tailtails.
Is that where we were? No, did I jump ahead or no?
It's
Okay, here. Okay, here. Okay. So, the boat is coming with some heading. The sheet is eased
Okay.
a little bit. Now the telltales are starting to tell me something,
yes.
and then but you're already reacting, and I guess the learning on that was like what we said before. It's like there's some driving that needs to keep the telltales in the right place, put them in the right place, keep them in the right place as the boat flattens, and as the sheet gets trimmed in.
Yes.
So like here, I felt like I just got the boat flat. My sheet is still not in.
Yes.
And she's already telling me my telltales are wrong.
Yes, sure. Look.
And then
How much you are
a lot.
up. Yes.
A lot. Yes.
Like I think
Yeah.
15 degrees
Yes.
minimum.
Yes. And I think my rudder was just too passive. Now, okay, so yeah, I think I said it before, but like, so now that my trimming is very definitive and quick out of the tack, then my rudder needs to pay attention to the telltales
Yes.
Actively.
Seriously?
Yeah, exactly. I'm a good student. I'm not gonna say anything. So the text felt very different with the ease. So like the ease, trim, ease.
Yes, you help the boat to turn. And also.
So the ease keeps it flat and accelerates. The trim helps it turn.
Yes, because you are pulling the boat and you are trimming
Yeah.
and pulling the boat together.
But what's interesting about the ease, then the third one, the new ease, is
To
that
give to pass.
there's a lot of room now. It's actually somewhat. It feels easier to get under the boat, under the boom.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And then you need that is for the new pump.
Yeah, and I need these. Yeah.
Veer away, veer away, veer away.
Yeah, when you gain the speed, then veer away.
Prima vitre, auton. Auton.
Yeah, you and I sometimes have different like directions that we think we're going to. Maybe not here, but like.
Is a vitre bank. Adjust the regulations for the situation.
So don't be static with bang and the other things. Now it's better.
Yeah, so now that I'm looking at the
The
angle,
boom, you realize it.
yeah, at least I have some ballpark idea of what might be a good setting, so that's very helpful. still see things that I couldn't see, or feel things that I, you know.
Squeeze, 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 squeeze.
Okay, finish. I am happy about this week. A lot of improvements, I think.
Do tell.
Yeah?